Hey everyone, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I come from you via my car today. Had a really interesting conversation that I wanted to pass on. I've talked about in a lot of my videos about the fears, what you need to know, how to get over that fear and everything. When it comes to massage, one of the things that has been reoccurring lately, and the conversation that I had was about touch. The biggest thing that a lot of people were talking about, of course, we know the 5 fears of massage. It's too expensive, not enough time, and I did mention in there about strangers touching me, and it came up in conversation again yesterday. It is really interesting to me because I am a massage therapist. Even as a kid, I was always very, touchy. I was one of those touchy kids. My mom tell me not to touch something and I touch it anyway. I've just always been very hands-on type, and that's how I learn. That's how I get to know things, how I understand things, is by diving in and doing it and using my hands. And of course, as you can see, I also talk with my hands. But there are some people that can't handle other people touching them at all. And that's why, and I keep saying because I'm trying to really formulate the understanding and how I can come across without sounding too doctory or too therapist type point of view. We need touch therapy in our lives. You grow up and you have your mom touching you, you have your dad touching you, you have family members, you're always getting hugs, you're always rubbing your back when you're not feeling good, you're always, putting your hand on their heads when they have a fever. I mean, you touch to gain knowledge. That is the power of touch. And touch therapy is also the power to gain understanding. And when you are doing that, you are formulating mental answers to why this person is having problems. Now, there are children and some adults of autistic that they do touch therapy. They have special blankets that they have to wrap in so they can be cocooned, because it helps calm them down, because they do not like to be touched, and you have to constantly do touch therapy with them to get them continuously in that realm so they don't freak out when you are trying to do something with them, or you're trying to do corrective therapy or whatever you need to do. There are also other children of other mental disorder. I don't want to say disorders, because no one was born with a disorder. It's just, we live in a very not uncomfortable world. We live in a world that we have a lot of stuff that we need to detox from. And I've said that in several other videos. And I also have a whole page that I have dedicated to that, of how to detox your life and chemical free. So if you want more information on that, let me know. But getting back to touch therapy, as a massage therapist, I am touching people all day long. And it's interesting, especially people who have never had a massage before, first-time massagers. They are like, it took me a long time because I didn't know about touch, and, it's someone that I don't know. What are you going to do? That's very common in massage. But touch therapy is literally, you're putting your hands on them and you're letting your energy go into their bodies and giving them that reassurance that the world is okay. That's the basis of touch therapy. You are non-verbally speaking to that person through your energy. Now, I don't know if you are like this, but I also know when someone touches me, I gauge how they are from how I feel about their touch. It is one of those things. I don't mind people touching me, but some people just kind of like, they give off the wrong vibe. That's what a lot of people are afraid of when it comes to massage. And I get that. I totally get that. You want to make sure that you have someone that you're comfortable with, because you're very vulnerable in that position and you're allowing yourself to try to relax so you don't react to your natural instincts. And I get that. But it's also through touch therapy of continuously touching that person, massaging that person, getting them to get comfortable with your touch is what we need. Touch therapy also helps abused victims. It's men and women who have been in physical abusive relationships wince, are scared. You go to touch somebody and they're like, it's natural instinct because you recoil because you don't want that touch, because that touch has always been painful. That touch has always been fearful. So with that, touch therapy as well works to rehabilitate, to help them understand not everyone is going to hurt them. Children are the same way. They come from the same background. Physical abuse, mental abuse, unfortunately sexual abuse. You recoil from that touch because unfortunately the touch that they're used to is so uncomfortable that they don't want anybody to touch them. That is reason why touch therapy is so important. And to me, helping that is so greatly important to me because I have experience with that. I really understand when you don't want anyone to touch you because it does make you feel uncomfortable. I totally get that. Been there, done that. And there are a lot of people that through my job over the years, have come to me and said, thank you so much. You have a very relaxing touch. You have a very calming touch. And that's the reason why I say that I believe that with me, relaxation and the calming and taking away the stress is my expertise. It is one of the things that I know that I'm good at. Not because other people have, blown out my head or anything like that. But I know my touch is one that is not going to go high-end, high anxiety, which I know I can be at times. But when it comes to my job and my touch, I want that calming, that therapy. I want to take that stress away because as we all know, stress kills. You have so many people that are high anxiety that need that coming down. They need to bring it down a notch. And you can do that through the power of touch. Massaging babies. When you have your child born, you can do power of touch and you can sit there and honestly calm them down, soothe them just by doing special massage techniques. We all need to understand the power of touch is not something just people say. It is something that we actually are doing and is a therapy. And if you want more information or if you're really interested in having a conversation, talking more about this, I would love to. But to me, I always talk about the random things that happens in my job and it comes to my Wellness Wednesday videos. And I want to pass that on to you. For all those who have subscribed to my page, I greatly appreciate that. Pass it on, pass it to others. Get the word out that I'm not just trying to preach. I'm trying to get the word out that we need to be world changers. We need to be game changers. We need to be, the change that we wish to see in the world. It is one of those things where if we don't do it, who's going to do it? We've got to step up to the plate. One of the things that we can do is touch. Go to somebody and say, hey, I'm here for you. I understand where you're coming from. Or, hey, I've got the perfect person for you that does a great massage, that is a really cool person to talk to, and that has had lots of experience, unfortunate experience, but has a lot of experience to pass on to people. I know that person. Whatever you need, I promise, I've been through a lot, and I can help you. And if I can't, I know a lot of people who have been through different things that you can sit and talk to. Wellness Wednesdays, the power of touch. I hope at least that gave some understanding and hope that you have an awesome day. If you need anything, get a hold of me, email, text, call, however you need to. I'll have all the information down below. The power of touch is a strong, powerful thing. And if you've never experienced that, I suggest that you go. And if you are not in the Charleston, Somerville, Goose Creek, West Ashley area here in South Carolina, go to your local place wherever you are and find a massage therapist that really specializes in taking your stress away and relaxing the body, because I'm telling you, We need this in our daily lives, weekly lives, monthly lives, however you want to do that. You need this. And I'm not saying, to do it because just to do it. It is something that once you start taking that stress away, and when you start understanding the power of touch, it will really change your outlook on things. So with that, I leave you with that, and with a quote from Gandhi: be the change that you wish to see in the world. My absolute favorite quote. It is one thing that I try to live by. It is the basis of my business, the holistic care for the body and mind. It is the healing tree, and that's what I am. Have an awesome day. If you have any comments, leave them below. If you don't want to put them on here, email me, text me, whatever you need to do. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Snapchat. Share with your friends. I really want to get this message out. So you guys have an awesome day. And if it's cold where you are, stay warm. Have an awesome day.